Well, what a fabulous one-day special we have got for you. Of course, it is from a crafts too, and it's something that I think is going to revolutionize the way that you craft. And I don't usually say these big words, but I think this is something that every single crafter that likes to kind of use stencils, stamps, and likes to get precision are gonna love it. Now, of course, crafts too means also one thing here at the craft store, and I think it's synonymous with the amazing, inspirational, and I would say craft trend maker, John Lockwood, because it is true. Hello, John. How are you?
I'm very good.
Now, it's funny because John and I, we know each other for years, and I think it's one of those minds that we think are very much alike in many ways.
We do. There are ideas that you'll suggest, and I'll go, yeah, we're already doing that,
yeah,
or
exactly.
yes, we've got that one in production, or I've thought of that, or what a great idea. I'm going to steal it.
Well,
so.
And that's what it's all about, to bring you the best that we can possibly do. And of course, this is what I say revolutionize, kind of change a game. I really think that this is gonna be a game changer.
To me, it definitely was. To me, this definitely was. The whole idea to me of being able to have one tool or one piece of equipment that does multiple things, that works multiple, that you can build on. And that's where this came from. You know, the Press to Impress is Crafts 2's. I think it's one of the most popular, if not the most popular stamping platforms in the country.
Yeah, I would say so.
And I know independent reviews on YouTube have said that this is the best one, and they were independent. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to say, well, you know, this is brilliant. You know, I love this, but I want more from it. And I want this to become a creation, a craft station. And this is what we've been trying to build. So we've added on inserts and everything else. And the art board today is the next step in this, where to me we can take something you've got at home, lots of you have got at home, and you can literally simply just, and I wanted to show this, I'll do the packaging in a minute, but you can simply slot that in and you have turned your craft board. So basically you've turned your Press to Impress now into a full smooth stenciling, inking, thinking, drawing.
Absolutely.
If you think you can't stencil and draw on the phone.
Yeah.
You can't stencil and draw on the base because it's gridded to match the measurements. Yeah? So this simple, and it is, although it's metal, it is genuinely lightweight. I just passed you one, didn't I?
Absolutely, you did.
And it just fits in like that. And that's held with no magnets, no glue, nothing. It's just held by gravity in there. Wow. And what we've done is we've turned a stamp press now into a stencil press, a printing press, a drawing press, a doodling and moodling press. You know, you can actually sit with that on your knee at night now and not just stamp, but you can colour and everything in there. You're not having to change anything. Now, absolutely love this.
It is, and absolutely, I love it. I love anything that improves what you have, anything that kind of brings even more. Now, the art board. Now, we have got 3 different bundles for you. Now, we have got the one-day special, which you can see there, under £20 as well, with a £4 saving. So that is absolutely fabulous. What you are getting is the amazing art board for the Press to Impress, with the, and of course the well, I call them rulers, but apparently rulers are not the right word.
They're not. I was told by my mum as a kid, and I have always gone on this. You'll see on the packet it says it includes 2 magnetic rules, because what we have there are rules. A ruler rules a country, my mum told me.
Yeah, and you don't get the Queen of England.
And you don't get the Queen in there, you don't get the King of Spain, Juan Carlos isn't in there. You basically get 2 rules, and I've always been taught they're rules, so that's why I've called them rules.
Well, indeed, so you're getting 2 rules. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to call them rulers.
I'm sure we all are, I probably will as well.
Absolutely. But you are also getting the 6 stencils. Now, those stencils, do they work with the dies that you have?
They do. These will work with the shaped dies from Presscut. So the sizes, so that these will mat and layer absolutely perfectly. So you can see there. So Paola's got the card there, the sample. Yeah. So I'm sort of dotting everything. That is using the press cut hexagons, which matte and layer it perfectly, because it's all designed by the same person and it's all done in the same place in the same company. Everything matches. So if you have our rectangle, our square, our ovals, our circles or our hexagons, they will all fit perfectly with these stencil apertures. Fabulous. And they will matte and layer perfectly.
Indeed, well, even better then. £19.98 is your price. You are getting the artboard with the rules and of course the 6 stencils. 958364 is your item number. Now, remember that £4 saving. Now, those savings are important. Why? Because, well, you will see why in a second. Then we have the set of brand new ink pads here for you from Craft as Artists. Now, you are getting 24 colors in total.
You are. You're getting, I love these. These are modified slightly from our first release. So in each one you're going to get 8. You're going to get 8 colours or 8 ink pads in each one. But you wouldn't think that you would. Yeah, let me bring in one of the brighter ones actually, because that's easier to see. Okay.
Yeah,
so we look. I'll take the lid off. Watch.
Yeah.
They used to be on magnets. They're not now, as we had feedback from people saying they couldn't use magnets.
Of course.
So they actually just slide and click into place. They are all pigment inks, but they are water-based pigment inks.
So they blend.
So they blend beautifully, but also you can use water brushes and paint and colour with them.
Nice.
So you've got a sample there to your extreme right of daffodils, which is actually done with the stencil board and one of the new stamps.
That's beautiful.
But that's actually then been hand painted using the inks on the top. And can you see the sheen?
Yeah.
That's because we have the pearl set in there. So you've got one set which is the pearl, which has all got beautiful fine mica in it. And then you have 2, one rainbow and one which is tea time. And they're almost a case of, you've got, one has got the bright primaries and one has got the tones in between.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
But the fact that you can get 24 separate colours, because Sam and I were adding up earlier, he uses some pigment, he's been using some pigment ink pads.
Yeah.
But they're oil-based, so he can't paint with them. But he worked out that this would cost him over £100 to have the 24 colours in those.
24 colours, yeah, of course. And now, if you want to go for the ink pads on their own, they have got a £4 saving. You're just paying £37.97. I love how, you know, space of, you know, efficient they are as well. 385983 is your item number. Now, if you wanted to say, well, I want the inks, but also want the special, we have got a bundle. Now, remember that we had a £4 saving, and then we have got another £4 saving. Now, so that means £8 saving carry forward, and an additional £4. That means £12 saving there. Now, you are getting the ink pads, the brand new ink pads, the artboard, brand new today, and of course the stencils. On top of that, now, if you're a Freedom member, you have got a further saving. Now, remember that we had £4 and £4, so £8 saving, plus an additional £9.39, which means is £17.39. That's your saving, paying just £48.56 for the inks and the artboard with the stencils. 099443 is your item number for this bundle. You also can flexi-buy it, split the cost into interest-free payments. If you are a Freedom member, £24.28 is all you are paying. That saving that we were saying of £17.39 still is there, because remember the £8 carry forward and then the £9.39, which makes it a why not deal, which means that it pays to become a Freedom member if you are not, because not only you have got a bigger saving, but you don't pay PMP. So when you add those savings, the extra savings, it means that it covers the cost of your Freedom membership and also entitles you to free PMP, not only in this bundle, but on any purchases that you make here at the craft store during your Freedom membership. Right now, this one bundle, however, you are maybe watching and you're thinking, yeah, John, it's really great, but I don't have the press to impress. Well, we have made a bundle for you especially, and that includes, of course, the artboard with the rulers and rules, and of course the stencils, but also the press to impress. Now, not only you are getting the press to impress, but you are also getting the storage case, which John was demonstrating how he keeps his. Now, that means you also are getting the 2 extra magnets with the cover as well. that has a £5.99 saving, which means that if you add the £4 saving from the one day special, that means there's a £9.99 saving, and £54.95 is your price. 250978 is your item number. Now, of course, remember, as I mentioned, £4 is carried over from the one day special, so it is actually £9.99 saving that you can see there. Right, and of course, we are eager here at the craft store to share as much inspiration, so here there's a little video full of it. Isn't it amazing? I really love it. But of course, like you want to see it, like we want to see it in action, don't we? So, John, how do we start? How do we use the artboard?
Right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out of my case. And the reason I left my press in the case is simply because I've been saying now for over 18 months, there's two pockets in here because there was something new coming.
Yeah.
And that was the artboard that we'd started actually developing. And I just wanted to show, because this is the first question I'm going to get asked. So this is now what the second pocket was for your stamp cleaning mat.
Yeah.
And now
of course,
your artboard and also your rules, which fit in exactly.
Oh,
so we did make sure that it fitted, because somebody did ask me that earlier. So I was going to just go through how it fits and everything, because it really is genuinely so simple. Now, first thing is the packaging. Normally, Crafts 2, wherever we possibly can, and for John next door, we always use recycled and we use cardboard packaging. Because of the weight of this, we've had to use the clamshell. Yeah, we had no option whatsoever. However, a lot of people always ask, how do you get into this?
Big scissors. Yeah,
big scissors, cut down the edge. And I've just cut the edge off and opened it up. But please recycle this, or this is the perfect acetate for making shaker cards.
Absolutely.
So please reuse that. So in the pack you will get the board and you will get the two rules. And it fits as simply as this. And if you haven't got the press to impress, you can use it on its own.
Right.
It will fit in some of the other models. It will fit the European Stamp Buddy Pro from Nelly Snellen.
Okay, yes.
Because that is effectively ours in a different box.
Oh, I see.
But all you do, take your foam out.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you notice, it just slots fit in.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is actually the fourth iteration, which is why it's taken so long to get it to fit with the coating on it around that. So that's held. That doesn't need anything. That's held in place. And the difference is this is a completely smooth surface. Right. So while you feel it, you've got a little bit of the, you can feel a little bit of the printing. Yeah. Excuse me, that's about it.
You need some water?
But if you'll notice, just on here, you've got the measurements that match the measurements on the board all the way. So if you want to place a piece of card in there in an exact place, you can do it. So if I want it to go as a perfect square on 9 by 9, there's 9, there's 9. Yeah. You've got all the measurements in there. Perfect. So you've got all the points for drawing or doing anything else. So, but we want to use it.
Absolutely.
And that's the idea. So, piece of A4 card, just white stamping card. This is what I love about the Press to Impress. Yeah. You don't cut it down. And it's held by that little point. Absolutely. So even now, look, that isn't moving. So I don't even, you know, it's half the time I don't even have to magnet that down. So we're going to go with one of the stencils. I'm going to go with a hexagon because it's my favourite.
It's my favourite. I love a hexagon.
And what we've done is these are Mylar stencils, the same quality that you would get. So normally, we were talking about this from, Sam and I were talking about these earlier. Yeah. And what we actually said was, an A4 stencil like that, you know, some of the intricate ones, uses the same amount of material, but that would be like £7 or £8 on its own.
Okay,
and, you know, and a lot more, but we've got 6 of them included. So they're not paper, they're all Mylar stencils. Fits in exact, and then all you have to do, your magnetic rule on, your magnets, and that is now totally stable.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that is easy. So all I need to do then is go and grab some ink.
Okay.
So I'll grab some ink. I'm going to grab my brushes and my roll.
By the way, we have got I need to tell somebody, no, everybody about the One Day Special. Now, of course, the One Day Special or the artboard comes in different configurations. It comes, of course, with the complete collection with the inks or the stamp press, the press to impress. Now, if you want to go for the One Day Special, the artboard here, or well, actually, I'm gonna go for the complete with the 3 inks. You can see here, £53.95. Now, the stock, please make sure to check out your baskets. Over 10% of the stock has gone, and of course, this is like the lunch hour. The stock should last 24 hours. Grab yours by checking out your baskets. Right, back to you, John.
Okay, so all I'm going to do now is got my brush.
Okay.
I'm going to choose an ink, so I'm going to start with the blue.
Yeah.
And these are so easy. Can you imagine? If you're wanting to blend a lot of colours, you have to open up 8 ink pads. Yeah. So you've got to take the lids off 8 of them. So all you need to do, I'm just colouring, put some on my brush, and these are brand new. So you'll find at first it's almost a little bit sticky.
Right.
Because it's brand new processed, and I've kept this one specially.
Now, if you wanted to go for the brushes, we have got the details on the screen, so you're getting the set of both. Well, so you're getting the 5 of them for £15.99. 792366 is your item number, and the roll-up craze as well. There it is. Right, back to you, John.
If you watch, then look, this is no hands.
Yeah.
I'm not touching the stencil.
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm not touching the stencil. I'm not having to hold it. I'm not having to get my hands dirty. It's not slipping up. It's not sliding. So that's one layer. So I've done that with the darker blue. I'm going to go in with the lighter blue. I should switch brushes, but I'm going to be naughty and try the same one.
Blue, so you know.
But you see there again, look, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
I'm not touching the stencil at all. And of course, this is designed not just for these stencils, for any stencil. Yeah. So through the shows, I'll be showing you how we can actually use any stencil at all. Yeah. So I think, should we go to green?
Oh yes, definitely green.
Right, let's not click the, and it's so easy to click back, and yet you get butterfingers on air, don't you?
Absolutely.
So again, I'm just going to take a little bit of green, and again, blend it out first.
Okay.
But I've got a habit of constantly touching these because I am so used to touching stencils, and I'm trying not to.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, but, and you know, one of the things I hate is always putting stencils, putting my fingers into the dirty bed. Then you carry all the fingerprints.
Then you carry the ink, and then you put them onto there.
Exactly, onto the dark, into the clean side of the stencil.
But
and this prevents from that.
This stops it entirely. So realistically, there, I've just blended very quickly. I haven't done an amazing job, but take that off. Yeah. And there. Oh, beautifully, pristinely clean. Yeah. Yeah. But of course, what I was said was you can draw through this. So because it's in the press, you can put it back in the same place.
Absolutely.
It's so hard to put a stencil back in the same place. Really easy.
Because it's the same.
So what I can then do is, if I want to do the
lines,
do the line around it again. If you were putting this onto just a normal piece of card, you wouldn't get that straight. Yeah. So we take that off.
Oh, look at that.
And now we've got our square. But of course, this is in our stamping platform.
Yes.
So what we can do then is, and now I'm using the finger stamps and I am using the finger blocks. We are still out of stock of the finger blocks.
Oh, fabulous. We have got them on the show.
We haven't got the blocks, but we've got the stamps.
And the stamps, yeah. Okay.
But you can just really, so you've just created.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can see them there. If you want to go for the stamp collection, 67 stamps in total, £17.95 is the price, saving £4. 818960 is the item number for all those beauties. Right, and then carry on, and of course you can see them there, all the different beautiful stamps, and of course that is what John is using right now.
So all I'm doing is then just adding.
Yeah.
So you've got that, it almost becomes off the page. I've got so many different things to sort of show, but just for speed, I wanted to show you first of all. But if you look, I will hold this one up just to make it a little bit clearer, because it's never the easiest on white. But you can see there, no finger marks. Yeah. I have never done on air a piece of stenciling where I don't have inky finger marks on it.
And that's all because of the artboard.
And it's all because of the artboard, and because of the way it's designed, I can still stamp in here. So we know that, and I'll show you that in the next demo, but we know that for clear stamps, really, you should be stamping into the foam. Yeah. Yeah. But if you see, you can actually put your foam in
on top of it.
On top of your artboard. Wouldn't it all the time? So if you need that contact, it's there. So you can but the artboard actually raises it up enough so that you can stamp directly onto the artboard as well if you're careful. So you're not having to swap and change all the time. Or to put your foam in, literally, you just slot that in, piece of card on, as you would do normally, and there we're back to a normal stamp press. Yeah. And we just take that off to have the artboard. But for standard stamping, you want to use just the foam and take that out. But that's literally how easy it is to use. It's
easier, and I think, you know what, I think it's easy, but also it solves so many problems that we have had as the crafters, because I don't know about everybody else, but clearly two crafters here, and we both agree that always with the stenciling, we get dirty finger marks. Why? Because we have to hold the stencil while we are crafting. Even if you are using tape, then of course you remove the tape, and then that has got ink in here. Now this is the fact that the artboard kind of holds it in place. You don't have, also what I love is the size of it. I love that you are getting the stencils that match it. Shall we look at the stencils on their own? Because I think they are such lovely sizes as well.
They are. They're really sizes that will work on any card from sort of 4-inch square upwards. Yeah. And every shape excluding the heart has matching dies from press cut to match with it, so they tie in exactly, and we used the same oval. But just the rectangle, you can do so much with that. You can create seams, and I was actually watching, I think it was you or Leonie, stamping with the Wednesday made stamps.
Yes, absolutely.
And I thought, how nice would it be if you stenciled a square and then put that city tumbling over it, you know, or the dark one.
Yeah, brinjas or some brinjas.
One of the ones in the clouds up on that. They would just look so good.
Yeah, it absolutely would be absolutely stunning. Now, also what I love is that, you know, just when you want to do a clean and simple card, a quick and easy card, but that is striking, that says it all. And of course, those are brand new stamps from 2J's, which we do have on the show as well. Bottom of the screen for those ones. Look at the oval, absolutely stunning. Love these ones. And the shapes that you have done, I will go back to the size of it, because for me it's very important, and of course that means that you have got the perfect size to fit inside your cards. And I think this is kind of what gives it the versatility, that you're not just getting stencils, you are getting stencils that you're going to use.
Stencils you're going to use all the time. If you have ever struggled to make a misty background, if you've ever struggled to get spotlight stamping, if you've ever struggled, like me, you know, I watch some of the people on here on the craft store, and I see them making the most beautiful backgrounds by hand, and I feel I don't have the skill base for that. All you have to do is put a stencil on, colour through it with one colour and stamp over the top, and you've got a piece of work that people will say to you, how have you done that? Yeah. Literally, they will ask, how have you done that?
I mean, I love that, for instance, for Christmas, and this is such a cool one because you can see in here all the different ones, and it's adding also, you know, the matting and layering. We always get questions, right, about them. This is a way of adding a matting and layering, really simple.
You can add a layer onto a flat card. You really can, really simply.
It is absolutely stunning what you can do. Remember, this is the launch of the artboard for the Press to Impress. Now, as you heard John, you can use it on your own. You don't have to use the press to impress. Of course, it works perfectly with it, and it makes it even better. £19.98 gives you the artboard itself with the 2 rules, and of course the 6 stencils with the amazing shapes to use. 20% of the stock of the one-day special has already gone. If you want yours, 958364 is your item number. Now, if you want with it with the inks that we have got also on the show, remember that the inks on their own, brand new launch, £4 saving, and then of course you have got £4 saving from the one-day special. Those £8 saving carry forward complete collection an additional £4. You can split the cost as well onto free interest-free flexi payment. Now, if you are a Freedom member, it gets even better. The £12 saving goes even bigger because, of course, it goes to £17.39 as a saving, and of course you can still flexi buy it as well to split the cost into interest-free payments of £24.28. 099443 is the complete, including ink pads. Remember, is it 24 colours?
It's 24 colours. There's 3 sets, 8 colours in each set.
Wow.
1 set is pearlised. Yep. 2 sets they're all pigments, so they all blend, they all mix with water, they all paint. I mean, they are some of the most useful inks that I've ever used.
Absolutely. 099443 is your item number. Now, if you are thinking, well, I want a bundle that has the brand new artboard and the press to impress, we have that bundle, which also gives you that case that John was talking about. It is phenomenal. It kind of houses the press to impress as well as the artboard. Now, if you want to go for this bundle, you also will get the extra 2 magnets there that John loves, and I have loved them. Over 30% of the stock of this bundle has gone. Remember that £4 saving carries forward, so you have got an actual fact a £9.99 saving. £54.95 is what you're paying. If you're not a Freedom member, you pay P&P. However, if you know, I will be quick to check out my baskets. Remember, 30% of this bundle has gone in the first hour. 250978 is your item number for this bundle. Right, back to you, John.
Right, okay, I want to show you something really, really simple now.
Okay.
And this is what I was talking about, how to make it really, really easy, yeah? So I'm just putting a piece of A4 card in. Again, if I was doing this at home, I would have cut it to size and placed it on everything. So I just want to show you the difference. So I've taken one of the new 2J stamps we've got. This is the Daisy. Yeah. These are actually part of a new range that we're doing called Artisan Collection. Yeah. And these are actually, whereas before 2Js we've always had, we buy licensed and we buy artworks, designs to turn into them. We've actually, trying to think of the right word to say, we've commissioned these.
Okay, yes.
So we commissioned an artist, Cheryl Simpson, to draw these for us. And on the back of the packaging, you see, shows you the original actual sketch that she did.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? They have been, sorry to interrupt, but they have been so busy that 40% of the stock has already gone, and we haven't even had a look at them. Can I show the Cheryl, you know, you can see there the signature that John was referring.
So those are the sketches as we received them, electronically transferred over, and then that's how I converted them into the stamp set.
That is gorgeous.
So you can actually see almost the design process of taking the design. But those were drawn for us, so they won't be anywhere else, and they were drawn exclusively for us.
I love the sentiments. I'm going to read some of them. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. Oh, be like a flower, turn your face to the sun. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. It's nice to be important, but more important to be nice. Live life in full bloom, and I love this. I wandered lonely as a cloud. Well, it goes on. We will have a read later on, but it is absolutely stunning. I love the sentiments.
I wandered lonely as a cloud is a quote from William Wordsworth. Oh. It's actually the beginning of his poem.
Love that. Right, right. Of course, you are using the beautiful stamps in the press to impress.
So that's basically, I've just stamped it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone can stamp that. I inked it and stamped it in the stamp press. That's why the press to impress is so good, because I've got all that level of detail. Yeah. Yep. So really easy, really simple. Yeah. Doesn't have a lot of impact. Yeah.
Well,
so what I'm then going to do is I'm going to swap in and I'm going to put the artboard in.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring in a piece of card exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to put the circular stencil in this time. And I'm just going to hold it in place, put my rule in. And what you'll notice is with the rules, They're in the middle, it starts on 0, not at the end.
Yeah.
So that you can actually get your matting and layering perfect.
Right.
So you can put that back on your card in the centre and mark it in both directions where to trim. So no more Leonie going, I'll trim a bit more, I watched her today, I'll trim a bit, oh no, I'll trim a bit more off this. Oh no, it was Dark Room Door I was watching her on yesterday. Yeah, that will solve that. I'll show you that in a later show, probably the 8 o'clock. So all I'm going to do is, I'm going to choose a colour and I'm going to go for the pearl. Because I can, I'm going to go with red. Because it shows up nicely, and because you've not got any red on today, which is unusual.
Well, the red lipstick, you know,
but I'm just literally
look at that.
Going around the edge. This is the pearl, so this is just beautiful.
That is absolutely beautiful.
But you see that even where it slipped? It slipped because I was holding it.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't. So if you notice, I'm not doing a good job. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm not doing a good job, but the artboard is doing a good job.
Well, no, what I don't want to do is I want to show you. So look, I pulled it out there. How many times does that happen with the stencil? But all I do, there you go, it's back. You
place it there, and it's a perfect place.
So again, so what am I doing? So work out, John, what are you doing? Oh, I didn't click it into place like an idiot.
Yeah.
So I've made there, which looks, oh, that's quite messy. Yeah. Looks even worse on TV.
Yeah, it looks better in real life.
In real life, it looks like it's better. Absolutely fine. Okay, so I can just darken up the edges, but I want it to look like that. Really simple. I'm going to take those off, because this is for somebody who literally says, I can't colour, I can't blend.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can't make, you know, anything inky or a nice background. I've left the stamp in place on the head.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ink that.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
Now, anyone could do that.
And that's just so much more impressive. Yeah, absolutely.
That to me is the difference.
Yeah.
So this allows you, I don't like the phrase to a next level.
Yeah.
But this allows you to just progress on a little bit more. If at the moment all you want to do is stamp and you're not sure on anything else, this is the easiest way to go on to the next piece.
And also the thing is that a lot of the times, well, I'm going to ask the question because, of course, the artboard comes with their own stencils. Could we use other stencils with the artboard as well?
Of course you can. Because there'd be no point then, would there? You know us, and you know crafts too. We have never, you know, I don't like, and I don't think anybody likes this idea of saying that you can only use products from one company. We buy from everywhere. Absolutely. You know, we all do. Even the girls that do samples for me, the Angels, they use stamps and stencils and dies from all different companies. Absolutely. So what we can do is, I've brought here's some of Sam's.
Oh, Sam. By the way, Sam, you are watching. Big hug to you.
So he cleans them for me. So let's use a complex one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know whose this is, I'm sorry. But can you see how little there is there to tape down? Yeah? So what I would do normally is I would have to take either stencil tape, which rips card, I'm sorry, or low-tack tape, which is really expensive, and sit and put that all around. And then you have to peel it off with all the ink on it.
And then you cannot reuse the one that is inky. Like if it's for die cutting, you can, but if it's inky,
no, you can forget it. So, but you see how I've got some ink on the rule? Yeah.
Absolutely.
There. They're actually coated so it comes off. Because they're flexible, because they're magnetic.
They're flexible. Oh.
Yeah, they're not solid, they're flexible.
Groovy.
So I can actually hold that stencil down there like that. Look, now.
That's nice.
Right. So.
Okay.
That's held.
Yeah.
Now.
That's absolutely held.
So that's really simply held in place. So let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Okay. So I'm going to bring my brushes in again. And then all I have to do, so I'm going to take some ink. But look, I'm not touching it. Yeah. I'm not holding this stencil.
And also, if you wanted to, I mean, like I'm a magnet lover or something.
I was going to say freak, but thought I might get slapped, but I know you love a magnet. I know you do.
Better. I mean, at least you know. Anyway, so And of course, I might put a couple more magnets to maybe kind of secure it more or something like that, because I kind of,
yeah.
But I just find it that the whole idea of now stenciling through with the press to impress and getting those results and then being able to stamp in perfect place, using the rules in there to make sure, it's just all those little bits that make stenciling and stamping them a much perfect.
It does, because you see, the thing is,
that
again, as I said, I'm not holding this stencil anywhere. I'm not having to.
It's the finger marks that drive me insane when I'm doing the stencils.
Well, I've ruined so much work by doing this. So
that's actually, that was a very good demonstration, because yes, the paper may move a little bit, but so does the stencil with it and the magnet. So
it all moves together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what you want.
I'm not the best stencilist, and I honestly have never used this stencil before. I don't even know where it's from. There we go.
Love that.
So I hold that one
up.
up.
It's a nice stencil, you know.
But
yeah.
Can you see that?
Look at that.
That is the cleanest, crispest stenciling I have ever done. But of course, there's another benefit of having the stencil shapes.
Those inks blended beautifully.
They do, don't they?
I mean, I was looking at the
I've chosen colours that don't come across the best on TV. But if you can see there we go.
They are absolutely stunning. And these ones are all the inks on the bundle, right?
They are, yes. This is from Tea Time, I think this is from. This is the sort of in-between shades. But they're just... But that's 3 colours I blended there. You saw I spent no skill doing it. Yeah. To me, it's all about no skill. I watch all these people with these amazing skills, and I'm just no good at it. So I try and come up with products that will give me that look. Cheats.
Yeah.
I'm lazy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my stencil down. I'm going to take...
And of course, the oval comes in with the one-day special, as well as of the complete collection, which, by the way, is a quarter of the stock. And remember, this is the first hour of 5 hours that should live hours. So make sure to check out your baskets if you want to secure your beautiful bundle with the ink pads as well.
So I'm going to take your advice.
Oh. That wasn't an advice.
I tret myself, which I keep being told is not a word, it's a Yorkshireism.
Oh, which one?
Tret.
Tret. I like that.
I tret myself to something. It means that I treated myself doesn't sound right.
Oh,
when I was brought up, we said I've tret myself to something.
How do you spell it?
T-R-E-A-T.
Okay, yeah.
You just say it in the Yorkshire way, tret.
Tret.
I've tret myself.
Okay.
I tret myself to something nice.
Tret.
But what I've got there is that's held down, so now I can turn that stencil into an oval stencil.
Yes, of course.
So
I love that.
Really,
that made my heart sing.
But again, I'm not actually even touching.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for alternate colours that are sort of literally opposite each other.
Yeah. And those inks, those colours are so beautiful.
Look how that mixes, that pink with that yellow still. Because they're water-based, they're not oil-based.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it is about them. And when we have them, we chose all the colours. Do you know what? I'm going to go really bizarre. Shall I go? I'll go bright, shall I?
Yeah. Oh,
I'll go bright.
Treat us.
But again, but you see, I'm not touching the paper, the stencil, or the board. In fact, and again, normally that's not dark enough, I don't think. But I can keep going in and watch. If you look, I'm scrubbing.
Love that. Love the colours you are achieving there.
Yeah.
They are absolutely phenomenal.
But you wouldn't normally be able to scrub like that.
I mean,
with a stencil. I'm putting pressure on.
Can I say, this is like when you have made the roast and then you have got the baking tray. This is the amount of pressure
that's the amount.
that,
oh yeah.
you know, you're cleaning.
Yeah, this is my Yorkshire pudding tin, and I'm trying to scrape the bottom bits out so I don't have to clean it.
You're stop
but
talking
then
about food.
you just take that off. Take that off. And there you go.
Okay, can I say 2 things? Love what you have done there. Those inks look amazing. Those colours, they have blended to perfection.
They just work so well. But I just want to do one more thing. Love that. Yeah. But of course, I'm in my stamping platform, aren't I? So that, I love that, looks lovely. But I think it needs something on it. Well, I'm just going to go with my stamping platform. and I'm going to stamp that over the top. There you go.
And then you could even, because the water-based inks, you could colour them with the water.
Well, if I like the pink.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's funny because you went to reach for the water brushes. When
I did, as you said it.
That was what you're saying. I was like,
so this is the fab thing about the press to impress.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing this in a little bit because I'm terrible for working at the wrong side and really annoying the poor director.
Oh, well,
but
he's on overtime.
Don't forget, with the press to impress, we've also got your own palette.
Yeah.
Because this is a smooth surface. So you use this as your palette for painting.
Oh.
You don't need anything else. Yeah? So you literally don't need anything else. And I can now paint in those petals. So I'm just going to do, but I don't know why, because this shouldn't do this, but can you notice that the green's not moving?
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm painting over with the pink, and I know we always say this, and you'll see everyone come on and go about, oh, the benefit of this ink and the benefit of that ink. The reason that we've done this is the second range of these craft artist inks we've done. And the reason is because they're such good quality, but the main difference is a lot of the pigment inks you buy now are oil-based. Yeah. And you cannot paint with them.
I mean, VersaFine, for instance, is oil-based.
It's oil-based, yeah.
Archival is oil and alcohol-based. StazOn is alcohol-based.
It's insolvent. So, yeah, they just don't. So you see here, but the difference with these is, if you notice, as I paint this pink, I'm not pulling up the browny colour that I've made, the greeny colour.
That's true.
I'm keeping the pink colour. Yeah. So when I'll just stop on this one, because I could carry on for hours on this, to be honest.
And can I mention something that, of course, you know, if you see a black mark, that's from stamping, not from the stencil.
That's from stamping. That's from my hand and stamping. But there,
look at that.
Look at the pink on top of that yellowy green. It isn't dingy at all. It hasn't picked any up.
I love that.
But anyone can do that.
Absolutely.
Literally.
It's incredible. I love that so much. Now, if you want the inks, I'm completely in love with that color palette. I'm in love with the way that being water-based and pigment, still you get that blendability. The way that John has been able to take with the water brush and picking up that pigment. Remember, pigment is more opaque. Therefore, when you overlay them over the elements behind it, will have even more presence. Now, if you want the brand new ink pads, you have them there. Set of 24 with a £4 saving, £37.97 is your price. Talking about prices though, of course the one day special is this amazing artboard for your press to impress. Now that means that you can take your press to impress to another level, the stenciling level, the ability to now color in, because it gives you that perfect smooth surface that then you can kind of stencil and get those crisp, clean edges. You don't gotta have any more mucky fingers into it. Now we are approaching a quarter of the stock of the one day special. You not only are getting the, of course, the artboard, which you can see here, you are also getting the 2 rules in there included. Design with a magnet in the back, so they act like magnets as well as holders, but also they have got so much more because they will give you that measuring guides as well. Then you are getting those stencils in there, which are, in my opinion, phenomenally designed. Why? Because you are getting the circle, you are getting also the hexagon in here. You can see it here, the hexagon, how it appears there. Look at this, the circle as well, absolutely stunning. Now, if you want to go for the one day special, well, £19.98 is your price with a saving of £4, 958,364. £4 saving here. The inks have got a £4 saving. You want the brand new items in the show, of course, the artboards and the ink pads. That would be, if you buy them individually, £8 saving. However, if you buy them as a bundle with a different item number, you will get an extra further £4. So it's actually a £12 saving. However, if you're a Freedom member, it's even better. It goes a further saving, which means that you have got a £17.39 saving. And of course, that includes P&P. On top of that, you can flexify it, which means that as a Freedom member, if you want the whole collection, you you are only paying £24.28 today, and the same amount interest-free, of course, next month. 099443 is your item number. And remember, you are getting 6 stencils, but you can use any stencils that you have got in at home that will fit in the press to impress. Now, this bundle is very busy, so if you want yours, please make sure that you check out your baskets. Approaching 30% of the stock has gone. Now, of course, we have got also another bundle for you. And maybe you're saying, the greens are great, but actually what I really need is the press to impress. Well, we have got that bundle for you, in which case you're not only getting the one-day special with the stencils, the artboards, and of course those rules, but you also are getting the press to impress, the carrying case, and those 2 extra magnets with the kind of carrier and the liftability, kind of case. Now, all that for £54.95, which means that the saving is actually £9.99, because remember, £4 saving here carries forward. 250978 is your item number. You can flexify it as well, and the saving will be still there. The first payment, what you will be paying today as a Freedom member, is £27.48. Remember though, if you're not a Freedom member, you pay P&P on the first installment. Right, now that's the different options to get your artboards and the brand new. Make sure to check out the website, thecraftstore.com. You will find not only the amazing one-day special and different configurations, but also the brand new 2J's stamps, which are very popular and they are absolutely stunning. Do check out your baskets though. Right, back to you, John.
Okay, right. So what I was going to show you now was sort of almost kind of creating a little bit of a background, similar to what I did with the circle with the daffodil on.
Right.
So you can apply your ink to your brush just like this, or you can use, as I say, think of your press to impress as your creation station. That's what I think of it as myself.
Yes, a creation station.
I'm going to bring that in. I'll put that back a bit better so you can see it a little bit more. So put down, this is a flat surface, so you can easily blend your colours on there and pick them up. But that's how you get a softer blend. Yeah. So if you want a softer blend, just put the ink down onto the mat.
Right.
Yeah. And then you can build up the colour. So I'm trying to build up, I'm using now the pearl.
Okay.
So these will, if you look at them, they give you a really deep, intense, opaque colour. But when you actually hold them to the light, you'll see the shimmer. But so I'm just going from the top, dark, and I'm kind of fading it down. I'm pulling the brush down. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm then going to go with, seems weird, this sort of greeny anthracite colour. Seems a strange one, but when you put it on your board, you see the colour better. Again, to actually help, what I should do is this, shouldn't I? So you can actually see the colours that I'm doing.
A little bit.
That might be it. You can see better what I'm
Yes.
doing there, can't you? So check what colour I've used on that brush. That's a greeny colour. That's fine. So again, pick that up because I want this to be soft. So I'm going on there now, and I'm just going a stripe across the middle, and I'm blending it up. And because these are pearlised and because they're pigment, can you see it's mixing?
Yes, it does.
I'm not getting a definitive tone. I'm not getting a line. It's constantly sort of staying open, which is what pigment does, as well as being opaque. And I'm then going to finish off, as weird as it may sound, with Lello.
Oh, no, I think that's the colour wheel. It's that, you know, blue, green, and then yellow, and then orange. And then
it is actually the blend that you would have almost in nature, to be fair.
Yeah.
So take that, and again, I want soft. So I'm going to pick it up from my lid and come from the bottom up. Yeah. And I'm going to go all the way up. And again, if I want that intense, so if I want that intense yellow, I would put the ink straight on. This is why these are fab. They're so fine there. You're not, I don't want to be funny, but a normal ink pad is like that.
Yes.
So you have to hold it. It's quite difficult.
It's not ergonomical. It's not ergonomic.
That is so easy and ergonomic to hold.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So that way I can go, and you see now how much brighter that is?
Oh, yes.
By going direct on from the pad to the brush and blend them together. And then, even though I've got the ink on there, I'm going to go to my daffodil set from my artisan stamps.
Oh,
and I'm going to go with the mini one.
Right.
Right.
By the way, half the stock has gone of the 2J's beautiful daffodil and daisy stamps. If you want yours, you know what to do. Brand new today, £24.98 is your price. You're saving £3. 068964 is your item number for both of them. So do check out your basket. I'm back to you, John.
So what I'm going to do is, I haven't cleaned my surface.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could pick that up straight away already.
Yeah.
So it will still stick to that, which I love,
look
because
at
I'm lazy.
Yeah. Hey.
And then I'm just going to ink my stamp. I'm using VersaFine, because that's my sort of stamping ink of choice.
Absolutely.
It's
because it is being oil based, then you can colour in with the
colour
other
in with
inks.
it, and it goes on there. But what I'm going to do is then just push it. But if you notice, I'm squidging it, which you wouldn't normally do here, where the joint is with the stencil, but it takes it right to the edge.
Ah, yes.
If I do that, if I pull this stencil down a bit, can you see?
Yes, perfect
right
plain edge.
to the edge.
Look at that.
That's why the stencils are the thickness they are,
Perfectly
so that you can
designed.
stamp over them.
Absolutely.
So what I've actually got now is a perfect square with the image just in the square.
Look at the
But can you see the sheen that you're getting from that?
Absolutely.
And of course, I won't go through it all because we've already shown you once, but just to use the same, I'm using exactly the same technique. This time it's using with the pearls.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my stamp off, go back to where I had yellow, because I'm not going to waste it. Yeah, and then I'm just going to take, and I'm only going to do one or two, just to show you here. So this is the blue. Yeah. But look at this yellow on top.
That is just the vibrancy you are getting, the opacity. You know, that's beautiful.
That is on top of blue, and it's water. That's all I've got in this, in the water brush is water. I've not got anything magic in there. I can see the shimmer
as well.
And as it dries, that's actually as it's drying, you can see it starting to shine.
Yeah.
But you can see, hopefully, if I show there, can you see?
Yeah, we can see it,
The yellow is sparkling. That's because it's so fine mica in these pearl inks.
That is just beautiful.
So just one, I'm only going to do one, just to show you the difference. But this is what I love. Although the inks are opaque, they haven't taken away the crispness of the stamping, because I've used the water brush. So I'll hold this one up, and you can just see there how we've got that.
That is absolutely stunning.
But it looks like I've spent hours on it, not, I would say, less than 5 minutes.
And one of the things I love about it is that, of course, the inks are exquisite. I'm sold on them, I have to say. Like, you know that I love my ink pads. And these ones are kind of, wow, you can do that, and you can do that, and you can do that. I mean, it is incredible, the fact that they are water-based pigment, but you know, the fact that you can blend them so well. Some water-based pigment will not blend because they are permanent. They kind of have got that, you know, they stick to it.
And the stick binder in there. That's it. And a lot of the time when you've got pearlized inks and colours, they have to have a binder in them, which means they're not water-based. They become waterproof, and that's not what we want.
Well, exactly, and that's what I love about these inks. Now, if you want to go for the inks on their own, you can. They have got a £4 saving. You are getting all three of the, you can see in there, so it's 24 different colors with a £4 saving. £37.97 is your saving, in your price. 385983 is your item number. Now, the one that is special is brand new. I think, to me, it's just one of those ones that is really amazing. It's one of those ones that kind of brings in, whether you are a mixed media artist that uses stamping, you know, you're using the stencils to bring in, then of your card maker, a memory book. This would be amazing on your memory pages, because you can see in here, you are creating pages in which you can stencil through it, and then you can put pictures or quotes in here. Now, if you want to go for the artboard with the stencils on their own, you have got a £4 saving. All you're paying is £19.98, of course, plus PMP if you're not a Freedom member. 958364 is your item number, approaching 30% of the stock of the one-day special, which is, of course, the artboard with the rules and, of course, the 6 stencils. Now, if you want them with the inks, we have a complete collection. They both are brand new today. The set of three inks, 6 stencils, the artboard, and the rules, and now all that for with an additional £4 saving, which brings your saving to £12 if you are not a Freedom member. If you are a Freedom member, that saving is £17.39, bringing the price, if you're a Freedom member, £48.56. And of course, that is free of PMP if you are a Freedom member. Split the cost into interest-free payments. Now, the saving is still there. Of course, the £17.39 saving is there. You are just paying today £24.28. 30% of the stock of this bundle has gone. We have been incredibly busy. If you want yours and you want to check out your baskets, the number you need is 099443. Now, there is another bundle which includes, it doesn't include the inks, but it does include the very ever popular Press to Impress. Now, this is, I remember when it came out, my friend Julie Hickey, I hope she doesn't mind me saying, because she has no connection to crafts too, other than, she obviously everybody knows in the industry crafts too. But I remember she's like, this is revolutionized her stamping. And she had other stamping platforms, but that's the one, it was one of the ones that she loved. Now, if you want to experience like what Julie, myself, John, of course, has experienced with this amazing stamp platform, which of course is a Press to Impress, grab yours. It comes in with the bundle that is brand new, so you will have the complete collection with the storage case and the extra 2 magnets. 40% of this option has gone. Grab yours, check out your baskets. Remember, £9.99 is your saving. £54.95 is what you are paying for this particular bundle. 250978 is your item number. Now, John, we are back together on 8.
We are, yeah, and I forgot I will be showing you this. Because you reminded me when you said about memory books. Well, how do we keep a stencil into a book?
I love you.
I mean,
now my mind has gone.
Yeah. Literally, I watched Leonie yesterday and thought, Leonie, that would make it so much easier, and came up with the idea. I'll be doing that at 8.
So, well, then it's a date, because you need to watch John do that. And of course, stay tuned, check out your baskets. But here at the Craft Store, we will see you at 8 p.m. for more inspirations from John and myself.